If you're watching this right now, there's a good chance you've already done it. You grabbed your phone, you opened your bank app, you checked Direct Express, you checked your credit union. Maybe you refreshed the screen twice, like the second refresh was going to magically create money. And you asked the same question millions of people ask on mornings like this: is my deposit there, or am I in trouble? Because when it's a weekend, everything gets messy. People post screenshots. Someone says, "Mine hit." Someone else says, "Nothing yet." And suddenly it feels like the system is playing favorites. So take a breath, sit with me for a minute, because today's update is about one thing: the Saturday deposit day surprise, why some Social Security and SSDI payments appear on weekends, why others don't, and what late really means in government payment language. And I'm going to make you a promise. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to watch for, what's normal, what's not, and what to do if your money doesn't show up when you expected. One quick thing before we get into it: if you rely on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, survivor benefits, or any kind of fixed income, subscribe right now and turn notifications on. Not because it helps me, but because updates like this can change week to week, and the worst feeling in the world is missing a key detail and finding out when you're already behind. Now, let's talk about what's really happening. Why Saturdays create panic. Here's the uncomfortable truth: most people don't panic because they're impatient. They panic because they're on a timer. Groceries don't wait. Rent doesn't wait. Medicine doesn't wait. Utilities don't care that it's Saturday. So when you hear the word Saturday deposits, it hits your nervous system like an alarm, and the internet makes it worse. Because the internet doesn't explain things calmly, it screams, it exaggerates, and it turns every delay into a disaster. So let's strip it down to the simplest version of the truth. The government sends the payment. Your bank decides when you can use it. That's the whole game. And weekends are where that game becomes confusing. The big misunderstanding: deposit date versus release date. A lot of people think the payment system works like this: SSA sends it, it hits my account, I can spend it. But what actually happens is more like this: SSA and the Treasury initiate the payment. Your bank receives the transaction. Then your bank chooses when to post it and when to make it available. That's why two people can have the same benefit type and still see two different outcomes. One wakes up to money, the other wakes up to nothing, and neither one is necessarily wrong. So when you hear Saturday deposit day, what it usually means is this: some banks are releasing pending deposits early and now because they can. Other banks are holding funds until the next business day, mine because that's their policy. Now here's the hook you need to hear: if your money didn't show up today, that does not automatically mean you're missing a payment. It often means you're dealing with bank timing, not SSA timing. Who might see money on a Saturday? Let's break it into two groups, because clarity is what calms panic. Group 1: early release banks and systems. These are banks and credit unions that have a habit of doing one of two things: posting deposits early when they see them pending, or making funds available before the official payday. This can include some regional banks, some credit unions, and some Direct Express users, depending on system timing and internal processing. If you've ever had your deposit show up a day or two early before, then yes, it is absolutely possible you woke up today, checked your account, and the money was sitting there. If that happened, good. Take the breath you've been holding. But here's a smart reminder: just because it shows up doesn't always mean it's fully cleared. Use that money carefully until you know it's available, not just visible. Now. Group 2: people on the regular schedule. This group is huge, and this is where most confusion happens, because your payment schedule is not random, it's structured. And if you understand the structure, you stop getting emotionally whiplashed by weekend rumors. The SSA schedule in plain English: there's a payment group that matters a lot. If you were receiving benefits before May 1997, you may follow an older payment pattern. Everyone else is usually paid based on birthdays. Birthdays 1st 10th, paid the 2nd Wednesday. Birthdays 11th 20th, paid the 3rd Wednesday. Birthdays 21st 31st, paid the 4th Wednesday. That schedule is set by SSA. It doesn't change just because it's Saturday. What changes is whether a bank posts early when a payment is pending. So if you didn't see money today, it could simply mean your bank doesn't do early release, or it's holding the funds until Monday. And yes, that can be frustrating, but it's not automatically a crisis. Why some payments look late, even when nothing is wrong. Now let's talk about the part people hate hearing: but need to hear. A delay can happen even when your payment is fine. Here are common reasons deposits don't show up the moment you expect. Your bank has a security hold or verification process. Weekend processing slows down. Posting Direct Express can have maintenance windows, account name or account number, mismatch rare cases, withholding offsets, garnishments, or other processing flags. And I want to repeat the most important line of the entire video. Most delays resolve on their own without you needing to do anything. That sentence alone saves people from ruining an entire weekend with stress. Why is my check smaller? The question. Nobody wants to ask. Now, another reason people panic is not just when the money arrives, it's how much arrives. Some of you check your account and think, wait, why is it smaller? Or, why did Medicare take more? Or, how is someone else getting more than me? Here's the truth most people don't like, but it's real. Two people can both be on Social Security and still receive different amounts because of work history and earnings record, disability rating and payment category, Medicare premiums and deductions, overpayment adjustments, state supplements for some SSI recipients, survivor or spousal benefit offsets, withholding for certain debts or legal orders in rare cases. So the best way to judge whether something is wrong is not to compare your check to someone else's. It's to compare it to what SSA previously told you. If the amount matches what you were told to expect, you're likely okay. If the amount suddenly changes and you have no explanation, that's when you move into the action steps, but not instantly. There's a rule for this, and it matters. Rumors versus reality. Let's end the noise. Let's kill the biggest rumors right now. Rumor. Everyone is getting paid on Saturday. Reality. No. Some do, some don't. It depends on the bank's posting policy. Rumor. If you didn't get paid today, something is wrong. Reality. False. Many people won't see funds until Monday or the actual scheduled payday. Rumor. There's a new law forcing Saturday deposits. Reality. No, there is no rule like that. This is why relying on viral posts is dangerous, because panic spreads faster than facts. What to do if your payment isn't there now? Listen closely, because this is where people make mistakes. If your payment doesn't show up when you expected, do not jump straight to panic mode. Do this instead. Step 1, do not confuse late with missing. A weekend delay is not the same thing as a lost payment. Step 2, follow the 3 business day rule. SSA generally recommends waiting 3 full business days after the payment date before treating it as missing. And remember, Saturday doesn't count, Sunday doesn't count, holidays don't count. Step 3, call your bank first. Ask a specific question. Did you receive the deposit and place a hold, or did it not arrive at all? That one question tells you whether the money is sitting in a pipeline or whether it needs tracing. Step 4, if it has been 3 business days, call SSA. Keep it simple and calm. My Social Security payment did not arrive. It has been 3 business days. Can you help me track it? SSA can trace payments and tell you what happened. Step 5, confirm your direct deposit information. Routing number, account status. A tiny error can create a big headache, but it can be fixed. Why? This matters more than people think. Let me slow down for a second, because I don't want this to feel like just another update. A lot of people aren't watching this because it's interesting. They're watching because it decides what kind of day they're going to have. Can you buy food? Can you pick up medicine? Can you keep the lights on? Can you avoid late fees? This is not extra money for most people. This is survival money. So if you've been feeling anxious, embarrassed, or exhausted by all of this, hear me clearly. You're not overreacting. You're responding to a system where timing matters and where one small delay can create a chain reaction. That's real, and you deserve stability. Protection mode. What smart people do next. Here are a few smart habits that reduce stress going forward. Log into your SSA account periodically and confirm your info is correct. Don't spend money until it fully clears and is available. Watch for scams. SSA does not text you demanding money or threatening arrest. Keep your official letters and paperwork. If you qualify, check support programs that reduce pressure, SNAP, heating, cooling assistance, and Medicare savings programs. None of that is weakness. That's strategy. That's protecting yourself. What happens next? So what should you expect next? If you got your deposit today, I am genuinely glad for you. If you didn't, breathe. It usually means processing time and bank policy, not disaster. And this is why staying informed matters, because policies can change, processing patterns can shift, The economy can move, and rumors will always be louder than reality. But here's the deal. When something real happens, a change, a confirmed update, a policy move, you shouldn't have to chase 50 different sources to figure out what's true. That's why you should subscribe and turn on notifications right now. If this kind of update affects your life, you want the facts fast and without fear, without noise, without confusion. Now let me ask you something, and I want you to answer honestly in the comments. Did your deposit arrive yet? And if it did, was it early release or right on schedule? And if it didn't, are you expecting it Monday or on your normal pay date? Your answers help other people feel less alone because they realize, okay, it's not just me. If this script helped you feel calmer, clearer, or more prepared, share it with someone who's been stressed about their payment. There are people right now staring at their bank screen, feeling sick to their stomach, and a simple explanation can change their entire day. Take a breath. You're not forgotten. You're not alone. And if your payment timing is weird this weekend, it doesn't automatically mean something is wrong. It usually means the system is doing what it always does, sending money and letting banks decide when to release it.